Carbohydrate digestion begins in the mouth with the action of salivary amylase on starches and ends with monosaccharides, which are sugars in the simplest form that are unable to be broken down further. These monosaccharides are absorbed across the epithelium of the small intestine. Once the absorbed monosaccharides are transported to the tissues, the process of cellular respiration begins. There are two types of cellular respiration. Anaerobic respiration is the type through which cells can break down sugars to generate energy in the absence of oxygen. Aerobic respiration is the process by which organisms use oxygen to generate energy. Both aerobic and anaerobic respiration are methods of generating energy, and they both start in the same way, with the process of glycolysis, which literally means sugar splitting, and involves breaking a sugar molecule down into two smaller molecules. It occurs in the cytoplasm of the cell. Respiration is used by all cells to turn fuel into energy that can be used to power cellular processes. The production of respiration is a molecule called adenosine triphosphate, or ATP, which uses the energy stored in its phosphate bonds to power chemical reactions. In the process of glycolysis, 2 ATP molecules are consumed and 4 are produced. This results in a net gain of 2 ATP molecules produced for every sugar molecule broken down through glycolysis. This is where the similarities between aerobic and anaerobic respiration end. In cells that have oxygen, aerobic respiration can proceed. A sugar molecule is broken down into 2 molecules of pyruvate. Pyruvate is transferred into the mitochondrial matrix via a protein known as pyruvate translocase. Here, the pyruvate is combined with coenzyme A to release a carbon dioxide molecule and form acetyl-CoA. This transition reaction is important because acetyl-CoA is an ideal fuel for the citric acid or Krebs cycle, which can in turn power the process of oxidative phosphorylation in the mitochondria, which produces huge amounts of ATP. During the Krebs cycle, pyruvic acid is broken down into carbon dioxide in a series of reactions that give off energy. The high-energy electrons that are produced are picked up by a series of electron carriers, and the energy is used to convert ADP into ATP. During oxidation phosphorylation, energy is harnessed through a series of protein complexes embedded in the inner membrane of mitochondria, called the electron transport chain and ATP synthase to create ATP. Without oxygen, only 4 molecules of ATP energy packets are produced for each glucose molecule in glycolysis. Oxidative phosphorylation produces 28 ATP molecules from the Krebs cycle, from 1 molecule of glucose converted into pyruvate. Aerobic respiration is much more efficient and produces ATP much more quickly than anaerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration is crucial to a cell's survival because if it cannot liberate energy from fuels, it will not have enough energy to drive its normal functions. This is why air-breathing organisms die so quickly. Without a constant supply of oxygen, our cells cannot generate enough energy to stay alive without it.